Of course, Shahir Sheikh Bapak Ibu is very popular in Indonesia, but I can tell you the India nggak ada yang kenal Bapak Ibu. In India, we don't know Shahir Sheikh. So that's the beauty of India and Indonesia, that an Indian actor is popular in Indonesia, but he's not popular in India. And of course, India is known for dance, for Ramayana, for Mahabharata. Kuch kuch hota hai Bapak Ibu mungkin udah lihat mungkin ya 20 kali atau 30 kali, but again, whenever the movie is there, I'm sure Bapak Ibu, you will still like to see that. And then Kajol is very famous, and people know India also because of Taj Mahal. But today, Bapak Ibu, in the next 10 minutes, I will share more information about the real India, about the country, the education, the travel, culture, the cost of living, benefits, testimonial. There's a lot of information, but I'll try to make it very fast, Bapak Ibu, karena focus kita adalah untuk training session, and this is just to give you all information about India, Bapak Ibu. So this is the map of India, Bapak Ibu. If you look at the map, India is a huge country, Bapak Ibu. Sama seperti Indonesia, India is a huge country with the capital in Delhi yang ada di utara ya, Bapak Ibu. And then yang kalau kita lihat warna-warni, Bapak Ibu, these are the different states atau different provinces. And let me tell you, Bapak Ibu, each and every province of India, again, like Indonesia, is very different. The dress code is different, the food is different, the language is different, people look differently, people dress differently, so they are very, very different. So if we think that all the people in India looks like Shah Rukh Khan, I'm sorry to say that that is not true. We are again very diverse, very similar to Indonesia, Bapak Ibu. The population penduduknya 1,3 miliar orang, Bapak Ibu, hampir 5 kali lipat kalau kita bandingin sama Indonesia. The distance from Utara sampai Selatan is 3,200 kilometers, and from Timur sampai Barat is 2,900 kilometers, Bapak Ibu. So it's a huge country. And then the languages, yang bahasa yang kita digunakan ada banyak, Bapak Ibu. We speak Hindi, we speak, every region has its regional language, but one language which connects us throughout the India, Bapak Ibu, is English. Again, as mentioned yesterday, we don't focus on American English, we don't focus on British English, but we do speak our own Indian English. And the importance is that we need to communicate, people can understand it. That's what is more important. The religions, Bapak Ibu, which we respect in India is Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Sikhism, Buddhism. I mean, we are a very secular country. The currency namanya rupiah, Bapak Ibu, hampir sama seperti rupiah. And then India is the world's third largest education network in the whole world, Bapak Ibu. I mean, we are the third largest. And then Bapak Ibu, if you look at this, yang sebelah kanan, Bapak Ibu, kita ada pulau, we have islands. Yang sebelah kiri, on the left-hand side, we have Lakshadweep. And on the right-hand side, we have Andaman and Nicobar, which is again a part of India, Bapak Ibu. Tapi maaf, Bapak Ibu, if you look at this small island yang ada di bawah, maaf, because the focus is on Indian map. If you see this, Bapak Ibu, this is actually Indonesia. So India and Indonesia, we are maritime neighbors actually, because we share the maritime boundary. And actually India and Indonesia, Bapak Ibu, we are just 150 kilometers. It's not 300 kilometers, but we are only 150 kilometers, 80 nautical miles from Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So that's why we are maritime neighbors, and India is not far from Indonesia. Education system of Indonesia, Bapak Ibu, hampir sama seperti Indonesia. Kita ada yang sistem SD, ada SMP, ada SMA, ada S1, S2, dan ada S3. S1, Bapak Ibu, adalah yang commerce. Kalau kita bilang program non-teknik, itu adalah 3 tahun. Tapi kalau program teknik adalah 4 tahun, sama seperti Indonesia. Tapi program non-teknik 3 tahun. Dan itu udah akui dari Kemdikbud, Bapak Ibu. Jadi kalau mau konversi, itu bisa. Karena ada banyak siswa yang udah lulus dan udah balik ke Indonesia dengan gelarnya dari India, Bapak Ibu. Now, this is some information about the Indian education system. India has the world's first university of the world, Bapak Ibu. Does not come from the UK, does not come from the US, but it comes from India. I'll share more details about that. The world's third largest education network. India has the world's fourth largest number of PhDs, Bapak Ibu. So that means the students who study in India, the number of teachers who are qualified in PhD are the world's fourth largest. After US, after UK, Germany, it is India. The courses of India are recognized all over the world. Tapi dengan biaya jauh lebih hemat, Bapak Ibu, and regarding the cost, I will share the details in some times. Then books, Bapak Ibu. Now books, in my opinion, Bapak Ibu, are the source of knowledge, are the source of wisdom. Seperti saya, Bapak Ibu, saya udah tinggal 20 tahun di Indonesia, and if I see the books in Indonesia are very expensive, Bapak Ibu. Booksnya mahal sekali. Now that is the reason the students in Indonesia, they don't read from books, but they read from PowerPoint. But one question, Bapak Ibu, what we need to ask, by reading PowerPoint, do we get the intellectual capacity? Can the students be smart in this competitive world? In my opinion, it is very difficult, Bapak Ibu, because books are the source of information, and in Indonesia, unfortunately, karena harga bukunya mahal-mahal, Bapak Ibu, makanya guru-guru juga, dosen juga nggak bisa diwajibkan untuk bukunya. Tapi in India, Bapak Ibu, the cost of books are very affordable. I can tell you yang buku-buku Bapak Ibu, yang buku yang tebal yang 600 halaman yang bahasa Inggris. Kalau mungkin buku yang itu kalau kita mau beli di Indonesia mungkin harganya mungkin 500 atau 700 ribu rupiah. Tapi buku yang sama Bapak Ibu yang kita bisa dapat di India yang kurang dari 100 ribu, dan itu yang it's an original copy Bapak Ibu, bukan fotokopi. Kalau fotokopi jauh lebih murah. Tapi itu adalah sesuatu yang why the Indian students are more knowledgeable because of the books, karena booksnya murah sekali. Then the delivery of English, the delivery of language, Bapak Ibu, in the universities and in the school is 100% in English. In the education system in India, kita bukan cuma yang ajar theory, but we also teach practice. So it's a good blend of theory and practice, and that's why the facilities, the infrastructures, the books help the students to gain just not the theoretical knowledge, but also the practical knowledge, Bapak Ibu. And itu adalah buktinya kenapa CEO dari banyak perusahaan dari seluruh dunia, mereka adalah dari India, Bapak Ibu. Now, Bapak Ibu, this is the photo of the first university of the world, which is called the Takshila University. It was established in the year 700 BC. And sebelumnya, Bapak Ibu, the link between India and Indonesia is not new, Bapak Ibu, if I say in terms of relationship in education. Karena sebelumnya, Bapak Ibu, we had something called as a knowledge route, di mana ada banyak guru, banyak dosen, banyak siswa. Mereka pergi dari Sriwijaya Universitas yang ada di Palembang, mereka pergi ke Nalanda University karena memang itu adalah universitas pertama di seluruh dunia. Dan mereka pergi ke sana, dan rute yang mereka ambil adalah rute ilmu, Bapak Ibu. Nah, kita saat ini kita masih ingat namanya rute sutra atau the Silk Route, tapi kita lupa yang rute ilmu, dan itu adalah sesuatu kita mau berkembang yang rute ilmu antara India dan Indonesia. Now, these are some of the photos, Bapak Ibu, of the CEOs of multinational companies, but they are all Indian, Bapak Ibu, of PepsiCo, Microsoft, Google, MasterCard, Adobe, Nokia, and many, many more. And they're all alumni of Indian education. And that shows, Bapak Ibu, the quality of Indian education. Then also, Bapak Ibu, we also have many world leaders across different countries who are actually alumni of Indian education, from like few countries like Burma, Afghanistan, Malawi, Nigeria, Fiji. You have Bhutan, Bangladesh, Tanzania, dan lain-lain. Dan juga Bapak Ibu, kita ada 9 Nobel laureate dari India in the field of literature, science, peace, physiology. Of course, Bapak Ibu kenal sama Mother Teresa, which also she's also from India. Ada chemistry, and then also in economics, Bapak Ibu. Unfortunately, from Indonesia, Bapak Ibu, we still don't have a Nobel laureate. Dan itu adalah sesuatu we need to work for it. We need to make sure that we also have Nobel laureates from the great country of Indonesia. And also, Bapak Ibu, India is just not a country for Bollywood, but India is also a country for inventions. And if you see USB flash disk yang kita pakai, Bapak Ibu, itu adalah asal dari India. Shampoo yang kita pakai untuk rambutnya, kita suka main catur in Indonesia, that again comes from India. Yoga, Wi-Fi, plastic surgery, nomor 0, Bapak Ibu, komputer semuanya yang pakai nomor 0, dan itu juga sebenarnya invention dari India. Dan Bapak Ibu, kalau Anda lihat, ini adalah banyak perusahaan atau perusahaan sebesar di dunia dari negara yang lain-lain, seperti Google is from America, Nokia is from Finland, Deutsche Bank is from German, Microsoft is from America, and so on and so forth. Tapi satu hal yang ada kesamaan antara semua perusahaan ini adalah, Bapak Ibu, the CEO adalah orang India, and that again is a reflection tentang sistem pendidikan di India, Bapak Ibu. Dan juga today Bapak Ibu, today a lot of Indian companies are multinational companies dan mereka punya kantor, cabang atau fabrik di Indonesia juga Bapak Ibu. Seperti TVS yang jual moped atau moped di Indonesia, Tata yang jual mobil, dan kalau Bajaj ya Bapak Ibu itu juga asalnya dari India. I do not know why Indonesians call it Bajaj, but in India we call it as Bajaj. But in Indonesia we call it Bajaj, and I'm still trying to understand kenapa. Why do we call Bajaj in Indonesia? And then of course kalau kita ke pharmacy, I mean if we go to a mall and if we go to the pharmacy, Bapak Ibu, Himalaya again is very popular in Indonesia, which again comes from India. Now another important thing about Indian education, Bapak Ibu, is that India is a country which has an environment, ada tersedia lingkungan untuk omong bahasa Inggris, Bapak Ibu. Seperti yang kemarin, as Dhananjay also mentioned and I also mentioned yesterday, that in India we all speak English. The focus is not on grammar, but the focus is on communication. And that is why Bapak Ibu, even yang orang yang sederhana, like contohnya orang bajai, orang yang nyetir bis, orang yang the taxi driver in India, mereka juga semuanya mereka bisa omong bahasa Inggris. And the focus again is communication. And also kita lihat Bapak Ibu, ada banyak siswa-siswi dari Indonesia, kalau mereka datang ke India, I can tell you mereka, they feel a bit uncomfortable. Mereka agak ragu-ragu untuk omong bahasa Indonesia di Indonesia ya Bapak Ibu, omong bahasa Inggris maksudnya. Tapi kalau mereka datang ke India Bapak Ibu, once they see orang sederhana juga omong bahasa Inggris, even though the grammar is not good, but they are able to communicate, I can tell you our students from Indonesia can start speaking English. And also, if in case ada siswa yang nggak bisa omong bahasa Inggris sama sekali, every university, including Marwadi University, they have an arrangement of an English lab where students can actually get training on English language. One important thing, Bapak Ibu, in India we have students from Africa, and please remember, students from Africa, they have never spoken English language in their lifetime. But after coming to India, Bapak Ibu, in 3 months, they will start speaking English. The only reason why is because they just don't learn English for learning the language, but immediately they put it into practice, and they put it practice immediately in their everyday life. In every aspect of life, they use English, and itu adalah alasan why students in India can learn English much faster, Bapak Ibu. India is also, Ibu, we say India is a developing country, but also Bapak Ibu, India today supports countries, the developed countries, like US, UK, Germany, France, to send their satellite to the space station. Itu adalah that shows Bapak Ibu that India has the technology the same as the developed countries, but with the cost almost 10% of the cost, and that's why developed countries, they would like to get the assistance of India untuk kirim satellite mereka ke space station, Bapak Ibu. And today India is very well known across the world in the field of medicine, IT, computers, engineering, management, business, media, dan lain-lain, Bapak Ibu. Apart from education, Bapak Ibu, India is also very rich in culture, traditions, architecture, wildlife, beaches, cities, a lot of things, Bapak Ibu. It's a beautiful place in India. Like we have, these are different places, like we have mountains with snow, ada salju juga Bapak Ibu, like we have the Gulmarg, which is in Kashmir, which is very similar to Switzerland. We also have place in Sikkim, which is very much like Iceland. We have places like Andaman and Nicobar, which is like Thailand. Lakshadweep, like Maldives. Then you have the Rann of Kutch, which is like Utah, which is in the US. The Valley of Flowers in Uttarakhand, which is like California. Then also we have waterfalls, Bapak Ibu. We do have waterfalls like the Chitrakoot waterfalls, which is similar to the Niagara waterfalls in New York. Then kita ada Gurung also, Bapak Ibu. We also do have desert, which is very close to Gujarat. And then we have beaches, we have mountains. So name the thing, Bapak Ibu, everything we have in India. Now coming on the culture, Bapak Ibu, India is again very rich in culture like Indonesia. We do celebrate something called as Holi. It's a festival of flowers, festa untuk warna-warni, Bapak Ibu. But we do celebrate Diwali, which is a festival of the Hindus. We do also celebrate Eid al-Fitr, Bapak Ibu, and I'll explain that to you why. And we do celebrate Christmas, and also we have a place called River Ganga. Itu adalah seperti tempat Hajj untuk orang Hindu di India, Bapak Ibu. Now this slide, Bapak Ibu, if you can see, ini adalah anak-anak. These are all small children, Bapak Ibu. They look very different. They wear different costumes, but I can tell you they are all Indians, Bapak Ibu. So this shows the diversity. This shows that people in India from different provinces, how they look. If you can see, their face is different, their face structure is different, their dress code is different. And also one thing Bapak Ibu, if you look, kalau Bapak Ibu lihat yang anak yang kelima from depan, anak ini yang kelihatannya agak Chinese Bapak Ibu, but this child is from India and he's from the northeast. So we have a lot of similarities Bapak Ibu. It is very similar. So India is just not about Bollywood, but India is much beyond Bollywood. We have different people with different lifestyle, with different color of the skin, and also in the food Bapak Ibu. Of course, in India we do eat rice, but again, rice is not eaten in all the parts of all parts of India Bapak Ibu. Like di selatan kita suka makan nasi, but utara kita suka makan chapati Bapak Ibu. Again, very very diverse in India. Now, regarding the faith, Bapak Ibu, let me just inform you all, India is the world's second largest Muslim populated country in the world, with a population of 180 million people, Muslims living in India. So that means kalau for example Bapak Ibu yang dari Indonesia mau cari masjid atau kalau mau cari makan halal, it gampang sekali Bapak Ibu, because it is a part of the Indian culture. So because I mean India has the world's second largest Muslim populated country after Indonesia Bapak Ibu. So the cultures are very very similar in Indonesia. Apart from that, of course, we do respect all other religions other than Muslim. Also, it is Christianity, Sikhism, Buddhism, and many others. Now, with all the quality, Bapak Ibu, as I mentioned to you, which I mentioned to you, the quality of education with the books being very reasonable, and also tempat jalannya juga bagus ya Bapak Ibu, seperti tadi kita udah disampaikan. The cost of living Bapak Ibu, maaf Bapak Ibu, saya belum pernah ke Aceh dan juga saya masih belum pernah ke Kepulauan Riau. But I can tell you one thing Bapak Ibu, kalau saya banding sama Jakarta, India itu murah sekali Bapak Ibu. Like in India, for example, biaya hidup Bapak Ibu 2 juta per bulan itu cukup Bapak Ibu. Dan itu udah termasuk tempat tinggal di asrama, itu udah termasuk makanannya 3 kali Bapak Ibu. Dan makanan itu bukan nasi goreng tek-tek ya Bapak Ibu, itu makanan yang bagus. Dan juga udah termasuk yang snacks, udah termasuk cuci baju, gosok, dan lain-lain. Semuanya itu udah termasuk 2 juta Bapak Ibu. I mean, in Jakarta Bapak Ibu, kalau saya lihat yang cuma nasi goreng tek-tek aja ya Bapak Ibu, itu harganya 15.000. Dan kalau kita mau tambahin telur ya 2.000. Jadi 17.000 cuma untuk makan sekali ya Bapak Ibu, dan makan itu 3 kali itu hampir 50.000. It's very expensive. Jadi kita sebenarnya kalau ada orang tua yang pengen kirim anaknya ke luar negeri, tapi mereka punya mungkin they have limited resources ya Bapak Ibu, mereka kan mungkin kurang financial atau apa, dan mereka pikir mereka kurang mampu untuk kirim anaknya ke luar negeri. Sebenarnya kita harus bantu Bapak Ibu, we have to help them out, because kita harus bantuin orang tua siapapun, walaupun mereka nggak kaya, tapi dengan biaya yang seperti ini sebenarnya mereka bisa Bapak Ibu. So I think we should help the parents who would like to send their kids abroad, karena education is for all, international education is also for all Bapak Ibu. Then regarding the cost of education, untuk program non-technical it is 15 to 25 juta per tahun ya Bapak Ibu, itu bukan per semester. Dan program teknik itu 25 sampai 50 juta, yang kalau saya bilang itu hampir sama seperti universitas private di Indonesia Bapak Ibu. Then also Bapak Ibu, there are student visa for students available. We have the Embassy of India which is in Jakarta. Kita ada Consulate General of India yang ada di Medan dan juga ada di Bali Bapak Ibu, just for your information. The benefits of Indian education Bapak Ibu is India and Indonesia kita nggak jauh ya Bapak Ibu, kita sebenarnya tertengah, we are maritime neighbors. Kita cuma 150 km away from laut, itu kalau dekatnya yang paling dekat Aceh Bapak Ibu. Similarities, culture-nya hampir sama Bapak Ibu. Untuk adaptasi culture jauh lebih gampang karena culture-nya hampir sama. Study benefits Bapak Ibu adalah seperti tadi kita udah disampaikan, quality education, biaya nggak mahal, biaya hidup nggak mahal, dan bukunya murah sekali, dan itu adalah source of knowledge, source of wisdom Bapak Ibu. Dan juga undergraduate program Bapak Ibu, kalau program non-teknik itu 3 tahun, jadi kita untung 1 tahun. Then also we have skripsi Bapak Ibu, itu pasti siswa-siswi kita mereka senang. In India, we do prepare the research, tapi nggak ada sidang Ibu, tidak ada sidangnya, tidak ada sidang skripsi Bapak Ibu. Jadi pasti siswa-siswi kita mereka senang sekali kalau mereka tahu karena sistemnya pendidikan ini adalah dari UK Bapak Ibu, dari Inggris. Jadi kita nggak ada skripsi, sidang skripsi tidak ada untuk S1 dan S2. Then part-time jobs are possible once we get the approval from the from the universities. And also kita ada PPI India, ada Persatuan Pelajar Indonesia di India ada juga Bapak Ibu. And of course, Bapak Ibu, I can see on the group there are scholarships. Yes, Bapak Ibu, there are also scholarships which are provided by the government. There are also scholarships which are provided by the universities. And that's why, Bapak Ibu, even though this webinar completes, I will continue to keep in touch with you all to help you all with the scholarship programs, also with many other scholarship programs from the government, from the university. We will definitely keep in touch with to help you all. And then Bapak Ibu, once siswa-siswi kita mereka sudah selesai belajar di India, kita sekarang ada 100 lebih perusahaan India yang ada di Indonesia. Jadi nanti untuk cari kerja pasti lebih gampang Bapak Ibu karena mereka juga pengen untuk recruit alumni dari India. So we have a lot of testimonials Bapak Ibu, but again my focus here is not on this. The focus on many else. Tapi jadi I just wanted to share some information about Indian education. So this is our contact details. Of course, we are on the WhatsApp group. So Bapak Ibu, you all do have our contact details. Terima kasih, Shukriya everyone, Bapak Ibu. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, Dhananjay sir, for this opportunity to share information about Indian education, sir. Thanks a lot, sir.